US President Donald Trump has recently directed additional assessments of the US nuclear weapons. Yet, US Energy Secretary Chris Wright has stated that these evaluations will not feature actual nuclear detonations for the present. This marks the initial official explanation from the Trump administration following the president's social media post last week, where he announced he had instructed the Department of War to start testing our nuclear weapons on an equal basis. Wright said, "I think the tests we are talking about right now are system tests. These are not nuclear explosions. These are what we call non-critical explosions." The Energy Secretary overseeing the department charged with such evaluations noted that the upcoming procedures will examine all the other parts of a nuclear weapon to make sure they deliver the appropriate geometry and they set up the nuclear explosion. Furthermore, he indicated that these checks on novel systems aim to confirm that successor nuclear devices surpass their predecessors in performance. Uncertainty about Trump's objectives has lingered since Thursday when, right before his summit with Chinese President Xi Jinping in South Korea, he posted on Truth Social seemingly implying the US would resume nuclear weapon trials after a 33-year pause, a step interpreted as signaling to adversaries China and Russia. He echoed these remarks on Friday but evaded a direct query on whether it encompassed underground blasts typical of the Cold War era. The US executed nuclear detonations in 1960s, 70s and 80s, Wright noted, amassing precise data and observations from those events. Wright stated, "With our science and our computational power, we can simulate incredibly accurately exactly what will happen in a nuclear explosion. Now we simulate what the conditions were that delivered that, and as we change bomb designs, what will they deliver?" What did Trump say about this plan? The US president has justified resuming nuclear testing in the US, attributing it partly to the atomic pursuits of the competitors Russia and China. In the CBS News discussion, the Republican stated that both capitals are covertly evaluating their stockpiles. He remarked, "We have more nuclear weapons than any other country, and I think we should do something about denuclearization." And I did actually discuss that with both President Putin and President Xi. We have enough nuclear weapons to blow up the world 150 times. Russia has a lot of nuclear weapons and China will have a lot. They have some, they have quite a lot. He argued that testing is essential because one has to see how they work. You know, you do have to, and the reason I'm saying testing is because Russia announced that they were going to be doing a test. If you notice, North Korea's testing constantly. Other countries are testing. We are the only country that doesn't test, and I don't want to be the only country that doesn't test. Russia's testing and China's testing, but they don't talk about it.